Have you guys, there's this new TikTok trend where people are saying, and I'm sorry if you're not from Sydney and you don't get this, but people in Sydney, there's a Gen Z TikTok trend where they're saying, why the hell does Macdonaldtown station exist? Have you guys heard about this?
Oh, thank God. Someone's asking the pertinent questions of our
That
times.
is a big question.
Well,
That is a very true question.
pedestrian. No, not pedestrian.
Okay. Junkie, better.
Junkie.
Yes, there we are.
Did a
Journalism. That's that kind of journalism.
a deep dive into why Macdonaldtown exists, and it's
A
actually
deep dive.
well, I don't know how deep they had to go, but it's actually a really cool story. So Macdonaldtown used to around like early colonial
I know what it
days in
was.
Australia.
I bet it was just a farm, and the guy's last name was McDonald. Right?
No.
Was it to
So-
open up their rival to... Because it was on the same train line as Newtown, which was the performing arts school, but there was Macdonaldtown Performing Arts.
Oh, there's that Macdonaldtown College.
Yeah, Macdonaldtown College or
I don't
something.
think that was in Macdonaldtown though.
Yeah, because Macdonaldtown doesn't exist.
It's
so
not a real thing.
Well, that's what I'm. Okay, so check this out.
Let's just keep throwing darts at the board.
Let us see if we can guess it first.
What's the dark history?
Yeah, okay, so Macdonaldtown, around like somewhere around maybe 60, 70 years ago, a few people found remains near the Macdonaldtown train station of little children buried into the ground. So they reported it to the police. The police came and they found several infant bodies near the train station. So this is what happened. Early colonial days, there was a couple that lived in Macdonaldtown. By the way, at that point, Erskineville
existed.
wasn't a thing. That entire place was Macdonaldtown.
Myself was right. It was just a farm.
No, it wasn't a farm. It was a suburb.
Right.
But this family, what they would do was they used to, for money, they would get, if you, let's say you had an illegitimate child, and back in the day, because it was such a stigma, you had to get rid of it. So this was a couple that was running an orphanage where for money, they would take your illegitimate child. But what they would do is they would kill the babies and bury them.
Why?
And they used, because who would take care of all these babies?
Born in sin. Silly
Not only they
question.
were born in sin, the amount of money you would have to spend to keep them, they just wanted the money from the people that were giving off these babies. So they would kill them by taking a needle and stabbing the baby's heart.
What?
They found a lot more bodies, and this became a well-known thing. And Macdonaldtown's reputation became the place of baby killers. And so then they created a new suburb called Erskineville. The mayor of Macdonaldtown felt that if they renamed the suburb, they could increase the property prices because by then
And fast forward to 2020.
it's still there.
He's right.
Wait, what was it called previously?
Well, it was called Macdonaldtown,
okay.
and now part of it became Erskineville.
That's fascinating.
And they wanted to name Macdonaldtown North Erskineville, but
Right.
that ended up never happening for some reason.
So why'd they keep the train station?
Well, because the train station already existed.
Dude, that is the
Just
fucking
change the name.
crazy cool story. That's
Right?
that's actually
Well-
some old school colonial
That is
shit.
really dark.
So it's
Yeah.
a murder train. It's a murder suburb.
It's
There's
a murder suburb.
babies. Well, I'll never think about it the same.
And then that same couple, by the way, moved to Chippendale, but for some reason Chippendale never had that reputation. They also kill babies in Chippendale.
Dude, they should. They should.
Did they go to jail or they just
Yeah,
live a
so
long,
the
happy life?
so the husband was given the death sentence because this back in Australia you could.
hanging.
I'm guessing, yeah, probably hanging. And the wife was given life imprisonment in Bathurst prison or something.
Shit.
Why'd she get off the hook?
Woman,
That's not really off
bitches,
the hook.
bitches. I tell you, they always get it easy.
Is that all it was?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Holy shit.
No, that legitimately that could have been the reason.
Dude, I'm like, they should have leaned into it and called it Murder Town and gotten people to take
McMurdertown.
McMurdertown.
Murdertown, USA.
Like, yeah, they should have leaned into it. That's big money. Like, fuck that. Because Macdonaldtown's a better name for a suburb than Erskineville anyway. I'm gonna fucking bullshit.
Well,
But is it better than
where were the
Murdertown?
Were the
Oh,
babies
either.
found in a specific...
near the train
house
station,
or
apparently.
just-
The needle.
Yeah, it was a house.
like
the
It was a house, but they found some babies
Why is it better
near the
way?
train station.
There's a better way.
But yeah, they used to bury him, I think, in their
Fall over the
backyard,
head.
which later became something else.
So if you have a house in Erskineville, is
In
there still buried babies
Macdonaldtown.
under there?
Macdonaldtown.
Which is
Yeah, but-
basically Newtown.
Yeah.
Well, it explains a lot about the people that live there.
I was going to say,
It's the same as living on an Indian burial
Let's
ground.
continue the trend with people from Newtown.
Yeah. You know, we drove past there the other day, and this old witch.
Oh
Miss
my
Love,
god.
You were driving. You tell a story.
Unbelievable. This is
And
a
then
great
you
story.
add your 2 cents to it.
This is a fucking great story. Good thinking. This is how much is this a metaphor for like people from Newtown? We were driving. Me and Jordan were driving. I can't remember. Oh yeah, going to get lunch. We work hard here at Friendly Geordies.
Yeah, sorry. It was a working day where Miss Love was paid a full worker's wage to escort me to a place that he went to that has Philly cheesesteaks that he ate at that were, quote, pretty mad. And I went there and I can assure you that they are pretty mad.
Yeah, it had to be done.
Someone has to do it.
We do the hard lifting for you.
Hey, let's be honest. This was one of the harder days for Miss Love.
I got out of bed. Anyway, but we're driving on the way. How good's this? There was a young mum with her children crossing. It was super windy and busy, in a city suburb. Oh, it's so busy. Oh, I'm on the run. Should I get Gomez or the one that starts with Z? Oh, who knows? That kind of shit. On their fucking way.
By the way, Miss Love, that's just you.
No, that's a lot of the universe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they're crossing the crossing and like busy, whatever. 3 kids and one of the kids' hat flies off as we're about to go past. The lights are green, and then there's that weird thing where like and the mum was like, "No," and I was just like, I just put it in park, put the fucking handbrake on. Sorry, put it in park, put the handbrake on, and was like, "Just go, it's fine. The cars behind me can wait. I'm not gonna run over your kids. It's fine." She was like, "Oh, okay," and then the kid was just like, "Yeah," grabbed a hat and was just like, "Thank you," and I was just like, "Yeah, it's all good." Put it back in the drive. Forgot about it. The cars can wait. They're annoyed at me. I don't care. I don't want to kill the kid. I'll be one of those people that's a dick. It's like, I need to get home 30 seconds faster. And then the light was like nearly off green, but then there was a person like just gonna walk. I'm like, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. You can see me. There's no one here. I'm fucking going. So I'm like, start moving, and then I hear a fucking boosh, like on the fucking car, and I was like, what the fuck? As we're like moving away, keep driving because I don't want to like cause an accident. Turn around, and there's a 70-year-old overweight woman with blue hair walking angrily, stiffly looking ahead, crossing the road, who just fucking smacked my car. Because she was like, you have to wait for me to cross. It was yellow. Unbeknownst to her, not seeing the whole situation that just happened about me, like us letting this kid go by and this family. And she was just like, no, it didn't. It affected me slightly. And all I care about is my own reality. So she was just like smacked my car. How much is that a perfect metaphor for Newtown?
Yeah, 2, don't you think? Like, just weigh in on this. Perfect metaphor for Newtown. And if Miss Love killed the kid, perfect metaphor for Macdonaldtown.
I went for the Newtown style, not Macdonaldtown.
Yeah.
Did you say anything
Well,
to
that's
her?
your style, you know?
Yeah,
Did you defend your position?
Oh, believe me. If I hadn't been so shocked and appalled, I would have given her the finger and been like, fuck you, you old bag. But like, I was just shocked. So I'm like, what? And then Jordan was like, oh, she didn't see all that. And she was, I believe me, I would have given her a piece of my mind.
No, but I would have expected that would have affected you for the rest of the day.
No.
Right?
What do you mean? Because I was pissed off.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like anytime anyone's like rude
Not
to
him.
you,
Yeah. Not him.
you're just kind of like, so rude.
I was just pissed
It
off.
would have affected our days and even Jordan's day. In fact, it would appear in the next Friendly Geordies video with like,
Yes.
old
But if it happened-
blue-haired bags need to fuck
I
off.
was like,
But if it
fuck
happened
her.
anywhere else, if that
She's
happened
a
in
cunt,
Cronulla, I'd think, what a legend. March onto your house that I assume has an oversized Australian flag in the front yard, right? It would only piss me off if it happened in that exact suburb, which is why it did. Also, the fact that she didn't even have the courtesy to turn her head and yell profanities at us. I mean, as we've just learned from a few moments ago, even 2 is more polite than that. She actually turns and flicks off the person you're talking to, but this person just smacked it and walked on.
Just
It was
stoically walking.
she
that was what
She didn't even
creeped
look
me
back.
out
She
about
She
it.
didn't even look down. She was just like, I'm going to T2 because normal peppermint tea is not good enough for me. Fucking bitch. It's so annoying. It's just that, and just that, like, it's the classic thing of just like, I'm just looking in my lane. There's nothing altruistic about me. I don't look even a little bit out of something that is out of my, like, thin lane of beliefs and perspective. It's just like, you suck.
But also, in that thin lane of her perspective is nothing but white-hot rage. And that car was in front of it, so she smacked it. But that's what was weird about her not turning. It's just like nothing but hatred in her vision.
Yeah.
And then and that is just such a great embodiment of the people that live in Newtown. That it's like, this is a suburb of tolerance. Got it? Psh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As long as it doesn't even slightly step over my tolerance. It's a little kid. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you know,
That kid's probably a homophobe.
which she was right about.
Probably. Kids usually are.
It's just insane. Anyway, yeah, that was a classic day.